Welcome back to
Bunso
Bunso Bites. I'm your host, Ami43.
And I'm your co-host, Chiggy.
Hi, Chiggy.
Hi, Ami.
How are you?
I'm okay.
How's life been?
It's good.
Any updates?
Yes.
Yes, please share. Please share with the class.
We're shooting this episode a little bit early, only because we are going to a trip.
We're going on a trip in our favorite rocket ship, aka an airplane. I'm so excited. Could you tell?
Anyways, Ami had bought me this new piece of luggage. Ugh.
Dun, 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 dun.
It's nice and bright orange, my favorite color.
It's traffic cone orange, y'all.
Yes.
It's very, very bright. Gonna tell the class about it?
I don't know. It's a special, nice luggage from Ami.
It's from Noble, Nobl, the brand, and Chiggy needed adult luggage, so I invested and I tried to get him nice luggage. I got him a carry-on and a check-in, and they are matching colors. It's like all sorts of fun things. There's a battery in it. There's all sorts of fancy locks. There's a cup holder. There's a phone holder. There's a bag holder. All the above, making travel nice and efficient and easy, which is something that I know that you will appreciate.
I just need something to put my clothes in.
And it's bright orange.
So I can't lose it.
Hopefully not.
Yeah. How about you? Any updates?
I do have an update. This past weekish, I don't know, we're kind of recording on an off day. I attended a cookbook club. I did a very extroverted thing, and it was a lot. But I enjoyed myself, and it was out of my comfort zone, so I feel like it was an exercise in, doing things that you're not used to doing. I think that, so Cookbook Club, I guess for those who cannot figure it out, is a group of people select a cookbook, and then we all sign up or pick different recipes that we're going to do, and then everyone cooks said recipe, and it becomes like a fun little potluck. I have done iterations and versions of this with people that I know. This is the first time I did it with people that I don't know. So that part was very, very daunting because I am not the best in social situations with people that I'm unfamiliar with. Okay. Or so I feel. I don't know. A lot of people say that I'm actually not that bad, but in my head, I think a lot. So I panicked for the first hour or so. I was kind of texting you incessantly until everything kind of worked out. And I was with some very lovely and kind and welcoming and gracious people. There was also a dog there, so that helped social anxiety a lot. Peppy. Shout out to Danny. We love her. And Danny's the dog's name, by the way. And yeah, so I cooked a lasagna, which was something I actually have never cooked before. I think it came out, I don't know, you never told me. Did you like the lasagna? I liked it. Yeah, it was a lot of cheese. Yeah. Like a lot of dairy. So if you're not dairy inclined, I don't recommend Barefoot Contessa's lasagna. We cooked from a Barefoot Contessa book. And I also made corn pudding, which is a very southern dish. I've made it before. I haven't made her version of it, but I've made that before. So then it was just kind of a fun little iteration of that. Like I said, I had a fun time, but it was a lot. I think like mentally and emotionally, it took me about 48 to 72 hours to mentally recover, because as much as I had fun, it was definitely exhausting in its own way. So that's just like a me problem though. So by the time, or pretty much by the time the weekend came around, I was kind of like, okay, I'm feeling a little bit better. But I was definitely like mentally deceased for a while there. So yeah, that was my update. Nice. But completely out of context from all of that is our topic for this week. So Chiggy, what are we talking about today? Okay, so today is the day after the NBA Finals. Yes. And the Knicks won. Yes. And congratulations to the Knicks. What happened directly after the game? Yes. Terrifies me. A little bit. A lot of it. I mean, it's becoming more common that people react that way. But as we literally were just watching the clips right before we started recording, and it's kind of like the thing we kept asking each other as we're watching these clips is, Why?
Yeah, why? Literally, why? Your team just won the NBA Finals, and you're gonna go cause a riot and destroy property.
Yeah, so for context, the New York Knicks won their game and everyone was celebrating in Manhattan, downtown near like in New York City.
Mm-hmm.
And particularly in Times Square, at least the majority of the clips that we watched, the celebrations turned gnarly and nasty very, very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Including as Chiggy said, the destruction of property. They set like multiple buses on fire. Apparently some people have gotten shot. There's a bunch of people that got arrested, and NYPD had to come out in full-on riot gear because of how chaotic it was getting.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of like, I understand chaos in the midst of like, okay, there's celebration, and NYC is a very densely populated city, so chaos, yes. Destruction though, and rioting, I don't know, and it's such a weird sensation. Like I'm surprised and appalled that people feel that way, but at the same time, it's like I was saying earlier, it is unfortunately becoming more and more common. Like people reacting, whether it's good or bad, and it ends up in riots, and it ends up in, and these are happening all across major cities in the United States. We hear about it a lot in the news. Not that I watch the news particularly, but I just try to keep up as a general thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the most shocking thing about all of this, at least particularly for this instance, is like literally your team won and history was made and you're supposed to be celebrating and having fun.
Right.
And it's just not. Like it's the complete opposite. And I don't understand. So I don't know.
Yeah. Like I can understand if, the team that you support, they go to the NBA Finals, it goes down to Game 7 and you all lose at like the buzzer beater or something.
Sure.
And, I can understand, the people that support that team, why they would riot and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But if your team won and you're still rioting or you're destroying public property, like what? That doesn't make any type of sense to me.
It doesn't.
I don't know like what these people do for fun, but if your fun is destroying property, like come on now.
Yeah.
So like what we saw a school bus get dismantled. They ripped off the hood of the front.
How do you do that? I don't even know.
And then they were stomping on the hood, and then they ended up lighting it on fire.
Yeah.
And I was just like, that's a school bus where children will go to use and get transported to and from school.
But I agree with you. They're first and foremost, they're school buses. And the thing that sticks out to me is this is I'm assuming if you're a Knicks fan, this is your city. And then you're going to burn property, which burns your tax dollars.
Exactly.
Like you pay a lot in taxes in New York. I know you do. All the more you're just going to destroy the very thing your money pays for.
Mm-hmm.
It feels very upside down. Now, I'm this is not like I've researched this or whatever. I guess this is just a question I wanted to pose to you in the current light of not just this particular situation, but like in the current times that we're in. Do you think that this is simply a extreme reflection of the like how people are reacting to extreme things nowadays? Because there is so much bad in the world, and so a lot of people are angry about a lot of things, or a lot of people are very passionate about a lot of things, and there's a lot of things that are happening that a lot of people don't agree with or they disagree with, whatever it may be. And do you think that because that is the current state that these people are living in, that maybe I'm not trying to justify it, but it's like there's a weird confusion because they're feeling such a high that they just don't know what to do with themselves, and it's like causing all of this.
Yeah. I mean, this definitely is an extreme reaction to, the Knicks winning.
Mm-hmm.
However, my example would be like, okay, New Year's, where the ball drops in Times Square.
Yeah, there's the same amount, if not more people. Yeah,
they have that every year. I mean, granted, whoever cleans up the city after that day passes, like they have a lot to do because it's just left trash, but it's not left in a state where it's like unrepairable.
Right. people aren't destroying property. There's just a lot of confetti everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe some Planet Fitness paraphernalia.
But, people can celebrate something and leave
in a
it
way that is not destroying.
Right. They can leave it in a state where it's still usable for the next day.
Yes. Yeah.
But, like you said, this is an extreme case. So it's like, why would you tear down signs and bus signs and light a bus on fire and, take barricades and throw it at cop cars? And
yeah, they were destroying cop cars too. We saw that.
Destroying their windshields. Like your tax money still pays for all of that, yet you're ruining someone's day by having their tax money be increased for the next quarter or year or whatever.
Right. Like that's ultimately going to come out of your pocket in the long term.
Mm-hmm.
Lack of a better way of saying it. And you're the one who did it. We were giggling a little bit. There was someone who was hitting a school bus with a scooter.
Yeah.
Like one of those Razor scooters. And it was just the most bizarre thing. And you know what it was? And I one of the questions I even asked when we were watching the clips was, do you think that people are just being bizarre because they see the hundreds of cameras that are being out and they're trying to kind of add to the spectacle? Like, I don't know. I can't imagine what this particular person has against school buses, but she found a scooter and felt that it was necessary to hit the bus for whatever reason.
I don't know.
The most inefficient way possible also as well, because she had it opened.
Yeah.
And it's like you can 100% increase the velocity and surface area if you closed it and just smashed it. But no, she was just kind of whipping it like she was trying to do a trick jump and hitting the school bus. Mm-hmm. I don't know, it was very surreal to watch. And I kind of wish that there were more follow-up. I mean, it's only been a day, so maybe I'm being optimistic, but I wish there were follow-up videos of maybe either the people who got arrested or the people who were there and kind of trying to celebrate, but then it ended up turning into riot, where they feel like it kind of when and where did it turn for the worse?
Yeah.
Because we also saw clips of fireworks going off and flares being, emitted, and a lot of people were running away because they thought that it was, it was going to hurt. They were going to get hurt. We did see a lot of clips of people running, or when the police came out in their riot gear, they were running down the street and kind of dispersing really quickly because they saw the riot gear.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. It's just, I wish I could kind of hear or see the perspective of someone who maybe they were just out trying to celebrate being yay Knicks, and all of a sudden it just went bad.
I have no clue.
Yeah.
But
go ahead.
All this to say, after seeing the videos that we saw, and after me listening to a bunch of videos at work,
yeah, I'm
scared to be a fan of any professional team now.
Sports teams, yeah.
Because I listened to, and I caught glimpses of a video that I saw on X.
Okay.
So it was Game 3 where the Spurs won.
Okay.
And after the game, just walking down the street, a Spurs fan gets jumped by a couple of Knicks fans.
For real? Straight up?
They they rip off his jersey and just jump him for whatever reason. And it's
That's
just
so horrible.
You guys, what is the point? You're celebrating or you're rooting on for a team that neither of you play for.
Yeah.
And
you're just a fan.
You're just a fan.
Who most likely is just seeing it on television, not even
yeah,
in person.
It's just what is the point?
Yeah.
You fighting each other about a team is just nonsense, because it's neither of you have any pull
or say in whatever's happening on the actual games. Yeah.
So all it is just a bunch of trash talk and just disrespect for human life.
I was about to say to the extreme.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh, that's horrible.
So, I saw maybe 2 or 3 videos of that. And I saw the inverse of it, where there's a big Spurs fan in New York that was just fighting literally everyone.
Oh my goodness.
And then we saw the inverse of where a big Knicks fan was just fighting. Well, they weren't wearing Spurs jerseys or anything. They just non-Knicks attire.
Yeah.
So it's weird. I don't understand why people would get into fights just because, you said something bad about my favorite player, my favorite team. My feelings got hurt that quickly.
Well, also, again, it comes back to you are just a fan of this franchise, lack of a better way of saying it, this NBA team or this professional team, and you literally have no say in any of it. You don't own it. I mean, even if you had, I don't know if stocks are a thing for teams, but it's like you don't have any. The most you can do is buy a ticket, and even then, like I said, you're probably just gonna buy the ESPN special because it's cheaper than buying a ticket sometimes. And it's like, what makes you feel like you like in what version or in what world is it okay for you to feel offended on behalf of a professional athlete who probably doesn't even know you or like would identify you in any way, shape, or form other than you're wearing one of their jerseys? Like, that doesn't make sense. I don't know. It feels very, lack of a better saying, truly, it's such an extreme reaction. And then I more than anything, I feel for the Knicks and or Spurs and whoever fans who are just genuinely like enjoying the game and enjoying the experience and super excited and happy at the fact that their team won. Like, why do we need to take away from that joy in reaction, and cause destruction and hurt, whether it's to people or property? That's just not okay.
Yeah.
Do you think that because of this, I don't know if you've seen it, is there like an official statement from like the NBA or anything about it?
I don't know of if they have done it or not.
Yeah.
But I don't follow. Just to make that clear, I'm not an NBA fan. I don't watch the NBA regularly, but it's just something that come across social media.
Yeah, we watch the games when we go to a wings place and they're playing it. Like, we're not actively out here trying to. And again, I'm not trying to like shade Knicks, Spurs, whoever. I'm really not. What I am saying is for those people I'm shaming those people who are causing destruction and hurt to other people, because that's the part that's not okay. I think root for whatever team you want to root for. If that's your hometown, that's cool, that's great. I love that for you. As someone who used to follow college football, like, I get that, but I never went out and set, the opposing team's like property on fire. Like, that wasn't a thing. That's not a thing. It shouldn't be a thing. I am curious though to see how either the NBA or even the Knicks themselves as a team kind of react to all of this. If it's going to cause maybe more restrictions on the actual games or restrictions on, when you're leaving the stadium and like, curfews. And I'm interested to see what the official response or reaction would be, because ultimately, if we're out here destroying property or hurting other people, that's just, they can't keep doing that. So I don't know. Just like we were talking about before, like they put a curfew over at the oceanfront here in Hampton Roads, because of all the gnarly stuff that was happening. So it's like, who knows? I mean, I don't know if that's going to come from the sports teams themselves, or the NBA, or if that's going to come from local government. I don't know if the mayor, his new mayor, so maybe he's going to say, I don't know. So it would be really interesting to see the reactions, particularly since this feels like it's such an extreme end of things, or on the extreme end. I mean,
only two other things I wanted to touch on. I know when we were listening to Asmongold's video, like there was something about Mayor Mamdani. He was going to schedule like a celebration for the Knicks winning. Oh. And I was like, I was wondering like if it's still going to go through after all the riots and events that happened yesterday. I don't know. Like, I still feel like, yes, the Knicks deserve a celebration in their honor, but I don't know if it's like it should be opened or like held in the public, because like, just what happened yesterday. So it's like, is he going to do it or not? But, that's just something I was thinking about.
Yeah. Again, I'd be interested in the reaction of local government, local police, like moving forward, and not just for future games or future, whatever it is, but it's like how they move forward, like you said, with celebrations and stuff like that, or not even celebrations, but just public events, because it's kind of like, it's sad because it's like you're doing it to celebrate, but you're taking away the experience from everyone else, literally, because it's like if they put restrictions, if they put boundaries, if they put things, and it's kind of like, well, this used to be, like this, but then the bad seats had to ruin it, I guess.
Yeah. And then finally, the last thing that I was thinking about was, whenever there's something that you support, there's always a side where they don't support it. So like,
there's always an opposing side, yeah.
Right. So like the example I was thinking about was in K-pop, we have fans, we have our biases, we have our ultimate biases,
Fans, yeah.
And then there's also anti-fans.
Yes.
So it's just a group that's there to hate on whoever.
Very like intentionally hating on, yes.
So like, I know we've said it on previous episodes, but I stan Mamamoo,
yes,
or G-Friend, and they have their own anti-fans, and it's like, you guys are hating on what, like I don't know, a certain idol is like didn't follow their diet or their dietary schedules, so like they think or they feel like they've gotten fatter or bigger. Sure. It's just like, okay, like in my mind they look fantastic, like especially like Moonbyul, she has like the smallest waist ever. Yeah. It's like, okay, if you're gonna say like, oh, Moonbyul gained some weight, so what?
Good for her. She has good size. I love her. I love that for her. Yeah.
Like, why is it that you need to criticize her every single event in life?
Every comeback, yeah.
Yeah. In like professional sports, like the one that I was thinking about was like the Raiders. They had a really big rivalry with another team.
Okay.
It's just like, I don't get the point of rivalries. Like, it could increase competition, yeah, so that each individual player plays at a higher level.
Right, and I think that's what healthy competition is.
Yeah,
it increases your ambition and your drive to strive to be better, whether that's on an athlete side or even in K-pop, trying to be the best dancer, best singer, best performer, whatever, for yourself. It's not even like you're competing with other people so that you can shine and you can grow, not to be mad and hurt others. Like, I don't know, that's what I feel like competition can get. It's a double-edged sword, I guess, or like it's a fine line, because there is healthy competition and then there very much is unhealthy competition.
Yeah,
for sure.
I mean, I remember when I was going through elementary school, and I was a sore loser, so like, well, for whatever reason in elementary school we had this math thing, and the teacher would flash a flashcard. It'd be like some type of math that you had to do, and whoever said the answer first, they would move on to the next student to go against.
Yeah.
And this one student just managed to outspeak me, just said it faster. We both got it right, but he just said it faster. And I was like, oh no, he beat me, and I was like one away from winning. And so I was a sore loser, but ever since then, I had to reflect on myself and try to be like, okay, good game, or give you your props or your respect for beating me,
for reacting faster.
Yeah,
and getting the point.
Like, I don't understand why in adults, like in this case with the Knicks and the Spurs, those Spurs fans, if they're feeling salty or whatever, they can't give their respect or their props to the Knicks fans.
Sure.
So,
I mean, and I think you made a very good point where it's like, because you took the time to pause and reflect on that. And again, as a fan, you literally you're not in the training room with these professional athletes. You're not helping them to do whatever. Like, you're just cheering for them and trying to support them. But I think you harp on a very important point where it's like, well, if you do lose and you are a sore loser, and we can, I think as humans, we can give each other grace to be a sore loser. I think that's fine. Because it's not fun being the loser, 100%. But does that mean that you should react in a way that is harmful to the opposing team? No, I don't think so. Not to like get super like in the weeds or whatever, but it's kind of like same in politics. Like, okay, we can have differing opinions, and we can believe that one is right, one is wrong. That's kind of the whole point. And we all have opinions, But at the end of the day, it's like, we're not out here trying to hurt each other. Like, you know, and I'm not even trying to like say one way or the other, but it's just like, when you're taking it to that extreme, that defeats the purpose, again, of healthy competition, healthy opposition, because there's nothing wrong with a challenge. There's nothing wrong in ambition and in growth. Like, those are good things. But it's, again, it's not to put others down. It's just to make yourself better in whatever, you know, facet that may mean. So I think, like, you made a really good point. Just like the pause to reflect and be like, okay, yeah, good game, man. Like, better luck to me next time, or like, I'll try harder next, like, whatever. And look, now you're the bestest mathist person I know, and that's not gonna change. And I'm proud of you for that. And maybe it was because of that one kid in elementary school who beat you, and I love that for you. So, you know, did it make you worse? No, it made you better, and I think that's good. So, I don't know, man. I'm really sad because I see a lot of sad things and bad things in the world nowadays.
Yeah.
And seeing this, especially at a moment that really should have been a positive reflection and highlight for the city of New York, after New York has seen and endured so much in its history. It's like, this could have been a really great moment, and then a couple bad seeds just went a little too awry, and they didn't pause to reflect. Just be like, hey, it's a game, and it's entertainment, and it's fun, and these athletes work really, really hard to do what they're doing, and we cheer them on and we support them, and it's great. And it should have stayed that way. It should not have gone as crazy or out there as it did, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And I did hear that a couple people were hospitalized as well, so hope that they can feel that someone got shot. I don't know. So it's like, I hope that they can recover well and quickly. I hope that the city can recover well. I hope that whatever the leaders that may be, or the NBA, whatever it is that they decide, however it is that they react to events moving forward, I hope it's in a way that will steer us in the right or a better direction.
Yeah. All that to say, I'm scared to be a fan.
A little bit.
Yeah.
At least like a hardcore fan in that sense. I don't know.
I'm not going to any professional games.
I know. That's what it feels like, right? Like that we can't, or that it's not safe to go.
Yeah.
Because it's like, yeah, who knows what can happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, do you have any final thoughts?
No, that was it.
Thank you guys so much for listening to this episode. It was a little bit shorter, but this was kind of just a reaction episode on our part. We were seeing the clips and we were like, we got to talk about this. Are you guys fans of the Knicks? I do have a friend in New York and she's elated. I love that for her, and I'm so glad that your team got their win. But again, to all those that, you know, went a little bit crazy, I hope the people are safe. I hope everyone recovers. I hope everything goes well. But yeah, let us know in the comments down below, who is your favorite professional team that you follow, if you follow them. If not, do you have any fandoms that you follow? You know, as you can see, and you guys know based on all the things that we talk about, we have a lot of fandoms that we follow. But yes, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and we will see y'all next time. Bye.